anyway, I was sort of kind of a little upset that they were coming down on me about it at all, because wasn't at the time clearly seeing how it could really how it could really affect them. Um, I've come to see that now. So just kind of again publicly here on YouTube, and I'm not going to name names or anything like that. If you guys are watching this, I'm truly very sorry. I do want to remain your, one of the people that you trust, and certainly want to be part of your lives. And I'm really sorry that sometimes I let my emotions get the better of me, and do some things without thinking. I guess I still have some work to do there, and I will endeavor to continue to work on that. I've been trying to work on it for a while. I'd like to think I've gotten better about it, but I guess everybody falls off the wagon now and then. And when it comes to this thing with me, and really, I guess what I'd like in the comments is, to just know if anyone else has had any issues with this, or how you go about tackling things like this. But for me, it seems like I'll be on good terms with everybody, friends, family, what have you, for a good little while, and things will be going good, and I'll be seeing everybody and communicating with everybody and talking with everybody, and then suddenly and suddenly, like, nobody's talking to me, and everybody's upset with me, and I've disappointed everybody, and I don't know. I'm kind of really tired of being there. But I guess the other problem is it's sort of, for the most part, I'm kind of finding who I am and starting to really kind of like who I am. And I would hope that other people, that are involved with me and stuff, like who I am, and see that I've grown a lot. I guess we all can can and do sometimes act kind of immature. I'll be 36 in June, and I think that maybe I should have had kids about 6 years ago. I was almost gonna be a dad recently. I guess ultimately that didn't work out, and in this case that's probably a good thing. But I think that if I had the right woman in my life and maybe a family, that might be good for me in some ways. And I'm just kind of starting to worry that maybe I'm getting a little bit old for that, or you're just sort of wondering if it's even really going to happen. You start sort of looking down the barrel at middle age, and you just kind of start to reflect on it all and wonder, But anyway, again, my apologies to anybody I've potentially offended with the review, or anything I may have said in regards to the situation. I do, like I said, I do tend to hold to my thoughts on it, but I could have been a little more tactful and mindful and in control about the whole thing. So, and again, in comments, if anybody's had similar issues or has an idea on how to be a little bit more in control about these things, but still be able to effectively express your opinion, I'd appreciate that. And this might be a good example of why it's not always a good idea to work with people you know. In fact, I think in the future, and that's another thing. I was sort of honestly, this probably wouldn't have been a job that I would have really applied for. But I kind of was. Some people were giving me advice about it and kind of trying to sort of push me towards it a little more. And then the pay and the benefits seemed like, really good, and I kind of got, trapped by all that. And I guess or not really trapped, but all that got to where it seemed like it was a little bit enticing. And I think my advice on that whole aspect of it would be, if you don't think that if you don't think that a job is right for you, probably just don't apply for it, regardless of how good all that seems. I realize that there are going to be some issues with, healthcare in October and everything like that, and everybody might want to, get a job that offers benefits and all that good stuff, but you might be better off just paying for that if you don't think that the job's necessarily for you. I'm all for somebody being able to kind of tolerate what they're doing, and a lot of the people that I associate with would tend to agree. You need to. There's a balance between benefits, pay, and tolerance of the thing, and if you just can't, if you can't keep up, if you work a little slower than you used to, if you have injuries, if you object to that line of work for one reason or another, you might be worse off sort of trying to force yourself to do it than just doing something that you might be happier doing that maybe pays a little less. I don't know. That's just a thought. Thinking about it now, I kind of wish that I had just kept looking for other things. You know, had I done that, you know, it probably, you know, I wouldn't be making these videos right now. But that's sort of, I think that's sort of maybe some good advice on my part. And you know, a lot of people in your life are probably going to say, you know, you're crazy for not taking that job, paid this, and you're going to get health benefits and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just think there's a lot more to it than that. You know, even work-life balance. You'll come to find pretty quickly that flexible schedule isn't necessarily something everyone wants to see in a job description. You might think that's good, but what flexible schedule means, tends to mean, is we're going to work you every weekend and every holiday. And I mean, even a place like Walmart is going to give you at least the evenings on holidays off. I mean, they're a 24/7 company, and they used to be one of the worst companies to work for. They're not even on the list anymore, so they've improved in some ways. But you know, they're gonna close the evening of Thanksgiving and the evening of Christmas, and you know, New Year's and stuff. Now, they may not be giving you the whole day, but they are taking into consideration that people might want to do some things with their families on those special days of the year. And a lot of companies these days just aren't doing that. And, you know, personally, I think that's wrong. I'm very much for, again, devoting myself to my company on the days of the week they need me to, but I'm very much, you know, when my work shift is over, please leave me alone. When my work week is over, please, you know, let me have that separation that I need from this job. If you don't give that to me, I'm not going to be a good employee when I return to work. So, yeah, maybe I'm not management material, but I'm not out there striving to be management either. So, there's a lot to consider when it comes down to working, and just, you know, that all has to be you. Asking for advice is a good thing, but try not to let anyone else determine what's the perfect job for you. That's up to you to decide. It's up to you to kind of decide what you can tolerate doing, and everything. So this is a 3-part video. I probably bored you guys to death. Again, one final apology to everybody. And I hope I haven't offended anyone again. You know, if I have, just be cool about it. Leave a comment, and I'd be happy to discuss it with you. Let's just try and kind of respect each other. Always try and be respectful in comments on my videos, please. Anyway, goemonronin signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.